Harvey Davy live. Let's see if I could do any better tonight than I did earlier. I think I only had like 3 people or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to see if I can. There's one person I'm waiting to come in here, so that's why I came in, because I think he went down to Phoenix. Yeah, see, I was getting good reception right here. Now I can't get it at night. DTM, what's going on? See if I could do better. I hardly got anybody last time. I thought, well, heck, how many times I come on twice in a day? I usually don't. Revelator Phoenix, because I think he went back to Phoenix. So I'm trying to see if he comes in, because he should be in Phoenix right now. Maybe he'll come in, We'll see. It's just a wait and see. Let's see if Revelator comes in. Because I know he had to go down there and he had to meet up, and I think he had to get into a RV park too. So only one person. You came in right away. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. You might be the only one. Maybe somebody trashed my channel. And so you need to do more live feeds to grow your channel and get. I was monetized, ETM. I was. They took it away. They took my monetize away. I've got over 1,000 subscribers, so I qualify to be monetized. I have not done anything that I know of to get demonetized, but they took it away for some odd reason. I don't know the reason, but I can only see Tasha's live, so people are over. Well, I know one person that would. Well, there's a channel called Magical that used to come in here, and she only comes in here like once in a blue moon. But I know that Magical is over in Rosie O'Kelly's channel, because I went over there, and I somebody actually saw me in the channel, and they said hi, hello, and after that, I don't know what happened, but I think Rosie put me on hide mode, so people can't see me in there. I'm not blocked. I mean, I could get in there. She just, I don't know why they're so vicious to my channel, and evidently somebody has really run my channel down, because I'm not getting hardly anybody in here like I used to. So maybe Tasha's trashing the channel. I don't know. Magical just comes in to cause trouble. Be careful. Yeah, I'm not friendly with Magical at all. Matter of fact, if I see her back in here, I'll probably just block her and keep her out permanently. So, yeah, you're right. She does cause trouble. You're right. I agree with that. I agree. Rosie doesn't like your channel. She don't like my channel. She don't like there's a lot of channels she don't like. So, one thing I noticed about Rosie, I went into her channel. She must have got a breast enlargement, because her boobs are like way bigger than they used to be. Way bigger. I mean, they were big to begin with, but now they're huge. Huge. She put on some weight. She put some weight on too. So, but I don't say I should be on YouTube or whatever. It's not her call. I deserve, I could be on YouTube. There's no reason why I can't be. Let's see, Newfoundlander Ingalls family. Whoa, you're still alive. Heard you passed. No, I didn't pass away. Far from it. I'm actually doing pretty good. I do suffer some pain with the neuropathy. I wish I could just get rid of this pain because it's astronomical to try to sleep with. Let me tell you, I can't watch Rosie. She's still wearing that same fake wig for the last 8 years. Well, she must, you know what? She must have lost her hair. You know, so you could go back in the old archives and you could see like Rosie in Las Vegas wearing a bikini bathing suit, and that's kind of interesting video. You probably should go back into Rosie's old archives and go watch the video on that one. D-Dubs is, if you know who D-Dubs is, he's actually in that video. But Rosie's more of a woman's channel, you know. Yeah, it's all women in there. You find, I think I only found maybe 2 guys in that whole channel tonight. I think the Insane Chef was in there. Shimei was in there. Shimei, if you know who Shimei is. Let's see, DTM, don't talk about me when I'm not here. So Lori, so weren't you just in Rosie's channel? Weren't you just in Rosie's channel? I thought I saw you over there. Tasha had a couple fake tornado. She got over $100 fake begging. Donate to Harvey Davy. He needs it more than... Oh, yeah, I definitely... I mean, I'm hurting financially, you know. And I got diabetes. I got all kinds of health issues. And I got a medical bill over $3 million. So that's one reason I can use some help to pay off the medical bills that I got. Wasn't D-Dubs Rosie's... D-Dubs was good with Rosie at one point. I don't know if he still is. I couldn't answer that question because I don't know. Can't answer something I don't know. So, yes, I was just over at Rosie. She is a... Well, I didn't say she was a bad lady, did I? Did you see me in there? I was in there. I think I said hi to you. I mean, I know somebody noticed me at one point in there, so I'm thinking maybe somebody put me on hide mode or something. Is magical also... Yes, that would be correct. So, you know, I'm not, like I said, did you say $3 million? That's my medical bill. You got that. You got it right. It's actually more than that, but with 20%, if I pay 20%, that's $3 million. I got it. Matter of fact, they're coming after me for that, and I there's no way I could. You know what? They want a minimum payment of like $3,000 a month. A minimum payment. That's their minimum, and I'm like, I got into it with on their end, and I said no. I said I'll pay you. I'll tell you what. I agreed to pay you $100 a month, and that's it. And they said no. They said, no, that's not acceptable. I'm like, what? They wouldn't be... I thought, you know what? I said, you know what? I'll tell you what. Now, since you did that to me, you'll be lucky to get a dollar a month now. But you know what I do? I just give them $1 a month. You know, as long as I make $1 a month, they can't do nothing to me. You know? Yeah, I'm just going to file bankruptcy on them, on the whole thing. And then that'll take care of that. If they want to take me to court, then that's what they did last. There's a last time, and the last time was medical bills too. And I went to court. Well, actually, I didn't go to court. I went to court because I filed bankruptcy, and then the bankruptcy just wiped it out. Of course, it wiped out my credit too. So, but my credit will never be the same. just because of medical bills, my credit's shot. So otherwise, I could qualify to buy a house. See, I'm looking. So I put my place up for sale because I need to buy something that's already put together, a roof over my head. So I'm looking around. My place is. I got to hear back from the real estate agent because he was going to check to see if my property was up on the market. So I think what he needed was a signature. I did give him some initials, and I couldn't figure out how to sign on it. So I got to get with him on that. I need to talk to him personally on the phone, and have him tell me what. What he needs is to give me another copy, and just what he needs to do is highlight what like in yellow, like highlight the things that need to be, initialed, and that's it. Anything else, if I don't see anything else in this highlighted, then don't fill it out. Don't fill out anything you don't have to. I mean, there's some stuff he wants something there, but I couldn't get it to work, so I used my fingernail to try to do it. So because the initials worked, so under the signature part, I couldn't put a signature there. Do you not have any health? Oh yeah, I've got Medicare. Yeah, because I'm disabled by a federal judge. Is much, yeah. Tasha blocked that account. So what's the deal? Tasha's making lots of money, man. She's making tons of money, man, off of YouTube. Lots of people are throwing money at her left and right. I guess that's how she bought that motorcycle. She's got a nice motorcycle she just bought. She's got a little mini bike. She's got that. What do you call that? It's an enduro. I think it's an Enduro 250. I think. But yeah, it's a nice bike. She doesn't look so good. You look at Tasha. I went into her channel, though she didn't see me in there. She didn't look so good. She had no makeup on. She usually puts makeup on. But yeah, she just did not look good at all. I mean, it's like her cigarette smoking probably. But anyway, I think Mayhem's in here. Wow, I haven't seen Mayhem in here in a long time. Did you know that God warns people not to pretend that they are Christian when they're not? Maybe all of your lies caused your... You know what? Hey, I am Christian. It's against the rules to judge somebody. I got another friend that's a Christian that's judging me right now, and he says he has a right to judge me. It's a different situation. And no, I do. This channel's clean, man. And if somebody doesn't like being here, I'm not forcing them to be here, But somebody certainly has badmouthed this channel. Because I was getting every time I came on, I was getting 20 people in here. At least 15. Yesterday, I think the day before yesterday was the last time I got 5 people in here now. So somebody's done something. Davey is Christian and prays. Yeah, I pray for a lot of people. I pray for people that don't, that really shouldn't deserve to be prayed for, but I pray for them anyway, because that's what you do. Matter of fact, I told the former friend of mine, I said, I'm going to pray for you, okay? I'm going to pray for you anyway. Even though you say, these things against me, and you're accusing me of not being a Christian, but you're friends with my friend Paul, and I'm just telling you, he watches a lot of porn. He watches it every day. And I don't say nothing. I mean, I've gone over his house And I tell him to turn the TV different directions, so I don't see the porn. Because he actually had the screen. I saw it when he turned it on. I didn't even know what he was going to have on the screen. And then I looked at it and I'm like, hey, Paul, please, I believe in, this. That's a major sin for me if I see that. I mean, if you want to watch it, that's fine. This is your place. That's your TV. You control it. That's your business. But for me, I cannot see that. So if you could just please turn the screen the other direction so just you see it and I don't see it. So, I just can't. There's no way I could watch porn, man. I never could get into that. I mean, you might as well just get yourself a real girlfriend or get married. But actually, when you're a Christian, you have to be married. You can't. It's a major sin to have sex when you're not married. So that's just how I abide by all the rules now. So ever since I almost lost my life, since actually I did lose my life, somebody resuscitated me and brought me back to life, and here I am. If I could have talked to or if I was not unconscious, I would have told the gentleman, the paramedic, to not resuscitate me, and that would have been it. I was going into a body bag. As a matter of fact, they were going to put me in a body bag because they found me with no pulse. So I wouldn't even be talking right now. So I haven't. I thought we were supposed to be going dancing on. But I can't get help from those friends in Phoenix to help me with the ranch, and I had another friend that was going to come up, and he decided. Well, here's what he decided. He's a Christian, and he said that God told him that he should not. He shouldn't move where my land is. So, but the Lord did tell him initially. So, and I'm like, well, he says, you must have sinned. You must have caused a major sin because I've been told by the Lord. I go, but you also can be told by the Lord, and it could be a person. You might be actually talking to a satanic person that's acting as the Lord and cutting through and getting through to you, and I'm thinking that's what's happening here. But do what you want, man. But since I don't have the help, I'm just gonna. Davey, you used to build. Well, we never. I participated in building some parts of the nuclear bomb, but nothing under hypersonic. We didn't have that. We didn't have hypersonic. Matter of fact, we just tested one. Russia's way ahead there. Russia's got like 10 years invested in the hypersonic missiles. Russia's really dangerous right now. Russia, very dangerous people. They are severely dangerous. We are looking at, if we don't look out, we might get. Matter of fact, Russia just made a new threat. Russia said that they can, with 4 bombs, they could take out the whole United States. Because one bomb that they have is 100 times what the bomb that we used in Hiroshima. 100 times. That's major. And I believe it. Yeah, you're in the right. You're in the right. God says not to associate with those type of people. Yeah, well, that's exactly, and God helps with that too. God keeps me away from a lot of people I shouldn't be around. He does it on purpose. He does. Like, I'll tell you what. You know how I know? Because you remember, I think I told you about the story about the lawyer that was right next to my spot when I was at the RV park in Phoenix. Same thing there. Same thing. What's up, Mr. My Life? I got a lot of doctor's appointments, and I'm just staying where I'm at. I'm doing fine where I'm at. I'm keeping up with. I got to keep up with my diabetic condition, and matter of fact, I got to get with another doctor with that situation here. I got to call my doctor's office tomorrow and find out when my next appointment is. So let's see, Janice. So yeah, we got Janice Lala in here. So see, there we go. We got a good person in here, Janice. Yeah, I actually hopped. It says I only have one person in there. How many people do I have here? I'm not sure who's here, who's left here. I don't know. Because it's only saying one. So if I could find two people that'll actually see Janice in My Life, that should be two, right? Lori Teeling should be a third. Let's see, just bounced from another stream after seeing you were on. Yeah, like I said, I did my prayers today, and so it says 5 now, but it was telling me 1. I haven't gone over 5 people, which is kind of, how many people? Let me count. 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2. I work. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. 3. It says 3 people are in here. And then dirty people. Let's see. God says not to associate, which is correct. Yeah, you're not. God says you're not supposed to associate. But let's see. Let me think here. Iraqi officials. 5 missiles hit Iraq base. To just I guess today. So weird. There's all kinds of things going on, weird things going on in the world that shouldn't be, but dirty people, DTM, I don't know if he's still here. Let me see if they're still here. Only 4 people. Mayhem was here for a second. So, American Supertramp, can anyone say shower time? I used to have American Supertramp used to come in my channel back in the day. I don't know where he doesn't come in my channel anymore. Let's see. So you're working 10 to 12 hours a day every day? But like I said, if you wanted to, if you had time to come out to Flagstaff, just bounce from another. It's okay. Let's see, Janice Lala, I hope you are feeling. Yeah, if you're not feeling good, I hope you get better, Janice. I'll pray for your health. I'll do a prayer for your health. In the name of Jesus, I come to you to help her feel better, to heal her, soothe her, make her feel better and make her get better, make her heal. Lord, I just ask that you do that for Janice tonight in this stream, and really do a good job of taking care of her if you can, Lord. So, and like I said, I want to pray for myself, pray for my vehicle. I always want to do that. I always want to pray for my situation too. So, but with all that, Lord, in Jesus' name, I say amen. So, okay, we got that out of the way. No, his friend got a vision. No, his friend got a vision from God to stay away from Davy. His friend, that's what happened with Scott. See, Scott said he got a vision from God to stay away from me. And he always has been. This goes back a long time ago, but I've done a lot of sinning, but now with, my health and everything, I need to really I really need, I never know, man. I'm about 60 years old, and it's time to, you want to stick with the Lord at this point on, because you never know when the Lord's going to pull the string and take me off the earth, He just might say, tonight could be the night, He could just say, hey, you've done all that's been asked of you. He knows. See, He knows what I'm supposed to do in life. And with that in mind, once, I think, like I said, that's when everybody leaves, because they've done everything that they can, in regards to this planet. And where they're supposed to go, the Lord takes them. Takes them on the dime. He just plugs them off of planet Earth. Did you get a vision like Scott? So, I'm not going to judge Scott, and then again, Satan could play some tricks on you too. Because let me tell you who Scott hangs out with. He hangs out with people that believe in conspiracies theories. And to me, there's one guy, I'm trying to think of his name, but anyway, he just got in trouble with the law just recently. And that was somebody Scott really looked up to. And I'm thinking, here, this guy's lying, and he's been caught in lies, and, just all kinds of things, So anyway, I think Scott, could be getting mixed, messages. It's hard to say. But you know what? It's probably a good thing, I'm on my own. I'm just by myself. I think, since I'm only by myself, I can't go wrong, I stay, because most people I meet don't really believe in God, They don't. I met a lot of people that don't. As a matter of fact, I was eating in the restaurant just recently, at the Chinese restaurant, and some people were talking about, God, and they were kind of weary of, believing in Him because of what's going on in the world, But, what's going on in the world is really bad, I think we're just getting God's wrath, come on, we just got done with a pandemic, and now we got the war going on in Ukraine, and I don't know, it's not looking promising for us here. Didn't we have Lori Teeling in here? I thought we had Lori Teeling in here. Maybe she went to another channel. She came in here briefly. She probably saw me that I was on from Rosie's channel. But I said a message to her when I was over in Rosie's channel. I asked her, did you see me in there? And I never got an answer from her. So that kind of tells me I don't know. I wish she had said that she did see me or did see me. Because I can't get anybody in that channel to respond. So I thought, that's why. So she must not have seen me in there. But see, that's what I need from her, to say, I didn't see you in there. Then I know that they put me on hide mode. Because Rosie, I think initially when I came in there, I wasn't, they could see me in there, because somebody else did see me, Matter of fact, if I went into that stream, I could screen shoot where somebody did notice me in there. But after that, I couldn't get anybody to notice. I said R.I.P. to Camo Dave too. And that's somebody that didn't like me. Camo Dave, he absolutely did not like me. And I know that because the Doxinator said it himself. So, and he was, good friends with Camel Dave. So, Davey attracts a lot of. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I got Joni Portwood. Now, Joni's a good person. I really have high value for Joni. I have high value for Janice. I have high value for everybody that comes in here, really. There's some people that will come in here. There's still some trolls that could pop in here from time to time, but the trolls have been staying out of here. You know why? You know why I think that is? With me talking about praying and stuff and talking about the Lord, people are kind of scared, They're wondering, if they say something bad, and since I'm good with God in this channel, and this is more of a godly channel, that, they're afraid of something might happen, and they'd rather not have that happen. I'm a sports guy too, and something bad happened in sports today. Something really bad. I'm a Cardinal fan, Arizona Cardinal football fan, and a guy that they just recently signed to I think a 3-year contract. Had really good potential. He used to be a former number one, a first round draft pick, and he lost his life in an automobile accident either yesterday or today. And his girlfriend was with him, and she lost her life too. So his girlfriend and him both lost their life at the same time while they were driving. They took pictures before they took off, and it's a shame. God says don't. There's a lot of Christians that are in sports. So I got to look into the Bible and see what the Bible says there about that dirty people. I'm going to look where it says where God says don't watch sports or don't like sports. That'll tell me. So we got so dirty people. You're really picking on me here. I noticed. You're really coming after me here. Camel Dave is your uncle? You'd have to prove that to me. You'd have to prove that. You don't want to lie because it's not a good thing. You don't ever want to lie if you can help it. If you do, you want to repent it. Davey is. No, I'd say, dirty people, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you, I think I need to block you from the channel. Because I believe that you're judging me, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with that. With people that are causing friction, you don't stay here, okay? So therefore, you're going to go. Don't judge me, guy. Do not judge me. Those that judge shall be judged themselves. That's right out of the Bible, guy. Right out of the Bible. Okay, he's gone. Second here. Let's see, how do I do this? Let's see, timeout. So I didn't get that right. Hold on. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Let's get. No, cancel. We're gonna go beyond. We're gonna block him permanently. We got rid of dirty people because he's a troll. And how I know? Because what he was saying. So he was really coming after me. Least not yet be judged. So you could judge people legally then. You're able to judge people, right? Because that's what my friend was telling me. My friend Jim. My friend Jim, he's a good Christian, and he said that he could judge me legally. The right. He said he could. I'm like, how? Why is that? Can you? He wouldn't explain it. He wouldn't tell me. He just said, I'm judging you because I'm able to and I will. And I'm like, for why? I knew you since high school, and you know as well as me that in high school you committed lots of sin. He said he never smoked pot. I go, Jim, that's a lie. Straight up lie. You did too smoke pot. I could bring up numerous people that could tell that you smoked pot. I've seen you smoke pot. I've seen you do worse than that. But oh well. That's what you want to do. So do what you want. But I'm going to, this is my life, So, so therefore, I don't need to be around him. I'm not around him. I don't think I will ever go around him. So, I mean, he's far away. He's basically 150, 160 miles away. So be it. We'll just, but, Amber, my last name is Dave. At least Jim's a good bro. You know Jim, huh? I didn't know you knew Jim. Do you know what his last name is? I'm just trying to test you to see if you know his last name. Trying to see if you know his last name. Because you're mentioning Jim, so you say he's a good bro. So then if that's the case, yeah, I'm just trying to see if you know his last name, that's all. That's all. That's all I'm asking. We got a few more people. At least we got up to 11. That's a pretty good amount. Amber by Tasha, a good tarp to keep the water away from the fake tornado that didn't touch down. Lori, so there was an actual tornado? Yes, I met him 6 months ago. I can't dox. So you met Jim Moore, right? Jim Moore? Is that the guy you met? Do you know what high school he went to? Do you know what high school he went to? Since you met him, you would know what high school he went to. So I'm testing you where he went, what high school he went to. I know which high school he went to, so I know what high school I went to. So anyway. Well, I'm not asking you to dox anybody. I didn't ask you to dox anybody. I was just asking if you knew his last name. Well, you know it now because I gave the name to you. That's why I was saying, do you know what high school he went to? Do you know what year he graduated high school? Just so we can clear the airways here. Tasha's lying about a fake tornado to get donation. Fake tornado. Florida doesn't usually get tornadoes. Usually. But Florida is really humid. Pretty sticky. I mean, they get rain every day usually. So it's kind of like, Davey, let us pray for the lost. Who do we lose? Who do we lose, Lori? I'm trying to figure out who we lost so we can get the names in here. You know, I'd like to mention the names. But all the people we've lost. I prayed for the children that got killed, shot, gunned down in Texas. I think it was Michigan, I believe. So, yeah, and then trying to think, or anybody else, anybody that's lost. Yeah. In Jesus' name, we're going to pray for all those people. And in Jesus' name, I say amen. I blocked somebody out of here. I'd have blocked somebody. It's been a long time since I blocked somebody. But I blocked an individual that came in here that was really just coming after me. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, you know everything. Okay, well, that would make you perfect, right? So you're perfect, right? I'm just trying to clear the airways here. I'm just trying to see if you're perfect. That's all. I always like to know if people are perfect. So a lot of people tell me they're perfect, you know. And, you know, and the way I see it, I don't think God ever made. Because, other words, you know, there are a lot of sinners. You know, I think I would say that every person on this planet has sinned at least once. I don't think we could ever find a person that hasn't sinned in their life. You know, except the only ones I could say that don't sin would be like a dog and a baby, for sure, because a baby can't sin. And generally, innocent children, can't really sin either, you know. But when you get to that age, you know, then you get tempted. That's when you sin. Let's see, she just walked by earlier tonight. Let's see, were you? No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I think I went into her channel just briefly. I'm talking for a minute, but she didn't know I was in there because I was just lurking in there. You know, she don't really come in here. You know, I gave her a wrench and she went through her same stage. She started. I know everything about Jim. Everything in the world. So, you know, yeah, I'm just trying to say, are you perfect? I'm just asking if you're perfect. That's all. I'd just like to know, you know, somebody that's, you know, knows everything is usually perfect, right? Is somebody in here, could somebody clarify, if you know everything, wouldn't that make you perfect? I'm just trying to clarify that with other people in here. Let's see, Amber Heard's. I'm thinking Amber Heard could be a troll. I'm thinking Amber Heard's bed turd, I think, is a troll. But I'm just trying to get a clarification here. If he's, you're not perfect. If you know everything, that would make you perfect, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're perfect. You're not perfect. I'm just, you know, now you just made a statement. No, but you just said the previous paragraph or quote. You said that you know everything. That's all. I've never known anybody that knows everything. You know, that means, let's see. Let me throw a test question at you. I'm trying to think of a good test question. let's see. Trying to think hard here. Can't come can't come up with anything that I can't bring anything up into my head here to say. Let's see. Amber the van was not damaged and sitting there just fine. Most adults put tarps over things that are leaking. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. See, Tasha's trying to see Bam Boozy the American Red Cross. I don't know why. It's the only Judith Oxnard would know. Well, Judith, weren't you? I was in Rosie O'Kelly's channel. Just about. I can't pinpoint. I was in there probably an hour ago. A little bit more than an hour ago. I was in Rosie's channel. She had a friend with her, and the friend, I forget her name, Diane. I think her name was Diane. She's staying with. Let's see. Florida tornadoes don't do damage. Well, we have tornadoes here in Arizona, but you don't hear much about them. But what tornadoes usually do here is they don't touch down. Usually they call what they call as a I got a good question for the guy that knows everything. I got a question for him. What do you call a tornado that doesn't touch down? Let's see, the cleaner the elbows, the closer to God. Let's see, those that have black elbows are full of sun. Let's see, sun is good for dirty elbows. Let's see, I'm just trying to read here. Any inclination of a possibility of getting a dime, Tasha can come up with a scam. Something tell Tasha really likes smoking cigarettes. You know what? I don't like cigarettes at all, man. I can't stand cigarettes. I mean, they smell, they stink up your clothes, they stink up your car, they stink up your house. Cigarettes are just bad altogether. I mean, if you smoke a bunch, let's just say you smoke a whole bunch of cigarettes, all that smoke, it makes your ceiling all dirty. Imagine what it does. Imagine what it makes it, makes your lungs look like. You know, imagine that. Imagine what the smoke, I can't even say it. It's a tongue twister. Imagine how what the smoke does to your lungs, compared to what it does with the ceiling. So, let's see. I hate to bathe. I know the answer. Let's see. Amber Heard's. Let's see. I was a meteorologist in the U.S. Navy. Okay. You know a few things. I mean, if you went to school, yeah, but you wouldn't know everything, but you could know a lot, you know. Davey, show Lori your satanic elbows. What? You guys are satanic. What the heck's going on with that? I'm not Satan my whole life. You know, I've sinned, I'll tell you that. Heck, I've had sex, I've sinned with sex, I've done all kinds of bad things, but, you know, I've repented from all that. I've moved on with my life here. Davey Show. My elbows, I don't even think I can. There's my elbow right there. You went to war. So where'd you fight? Which war did you fight in? I've never been in the military, so what did you fight in? You have to be fairly young, right? Was it the Gulf War? Was it, I don't think, it could have been the Iraqi War, the Gulf War. It could have, the other one would be Vietnam. My elbows are clean. That's a good view of my elbow there. What money did Tasha Teeling make today? God, I wish I could make money. Tell you what, channel has not been able to make any money. I get a few people that come in. I get people from Iraq and Afghanistan, 2003. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Amber, let's see. I really wouldn't call Pasco cops tomorrow. Tasha's already on their block list, and you will be wasting their time. Cops don't want to do nothing with Tasha. They don't want nothing to do with her. They're not going to put her in jail for anything. They'd be wasting their time, Tasha hasn't committed any crimes. So that's one of the reasons. Made 120 lying to people, okay? I sent her $690. God, man, I wish $10 or even $5 or even a penny. I can't even get a penny out of anybody. You have to be smart to make money. Not really. Not really. People don't do anything, and I could tell you, is a guy named Saznak. The dude straight up, I was in his live stream. The dude was donated $17,000 the last time he did a live stream. 17 grand. And he averages about 10 grand a day in donations to his channel. Because he's a truck driver. He drives a truck, a big semi-rig for his business, because he owns the business. It's his own truck. He doesn't, he does a few deliveries, pickups. He doesn't do a lot. He doesn't want to drive every day. But he'll drive to make a chunk of change. He will do that, and he is now. So, and he thanks the people. 17 grand. I was like, wow, that's impressive. Because he talked about a time when, let's see, Dumb and Dumber made 800 million. Yeah, how about that? So I don't know. Takes a special individual. I certainly can't get any money. You wouldn't give me any money, right, Amber Heard? Saznak, yeah, he's a great guy. I met the guy. No, he's a great guy. I agree with you. So yeah, he makes the most money that I've ever seen on YouTube. As a YouTuber, nobody's made that much money. I imagine there are people. Well, I might take that back, because I know another guy. We got Carlos Martinez. Transgender is Norm F here. Tasha is in dire straits. So I don't know what's going on with Tasha Teeling. I don't know. Because of the convoy, yeah. Yeah, he, like I said, I've never seen, he straight up, he made $17,000. I was seeing minimum at least, I don't know, $200, just boom, 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 $200, $300, $500, $1,000 was coming in on for him. So this is just, what's that for? What's the convoy about, Janice? Is about saving the United States? Is that what it's about? It's to change the government, right? Well, the government's going to change. It's going to change in a couple years, but won't change right now. I mean, the government can look different because you could get more Republicans than Democrats, but you know, here's the thing: our country's always been based with Democrats and Republicans for a reason. That's how democracy stays a democracy. Soon as you just turn to one party system, then it becomes an autocracy government. Then it's autocracy, a totalitarian style government, and that's what a lot of people are saying our government's going to turn into because of the coup attempt, and you know. But a lot of people look at the coup in a different way. They look at a coup because they think that the voting system's wrong. Matter of fact, the Georgia primary, Donald Trump said the Georgia primary was a fraud. He said it was illegal votes. That's what he was saying. Because the other guy won 50% to the other guy's 30%. Sasnak is teaching inbreds how to shift gears in a diesel. You know, I mean, they have automatic semi-rigs, you know. He's probably got gears. They got the automatics now. That'd be the way to go. It's hard. They got so many gears in there to drive those rigs. Let's see, is Tasha going back to the funny farm? I don't know. Some issues. There's something. Do you guys notice that when you go? Have you guys noticed? I just look at her face. There with her face. She looks, you know, she looks like somebody that's been taking. I don't know if that's a drug she takes or that's what I don't me, but it's not for me to judge on that. It's her choice. It's her prerogative. Like I said, it's her life. So, Tasha's on Matt Davey. That's a shame. Mind. It makes you paranoid. It makes you schizophrenic. I've seen that in every. I've seen that drug mess up a lot of my friends' lives in Phoenix. That drug is taken over. I've like 3 or 4 people that are left in Phoenix, but you know they're doing a lot of crystal meth and they're doing a lot of drinking. Let's see, Janice, I'm really DEA approved drugs right now. You know, I take gabapentin for my nerves because my neuropathy. I wish I didn't have this problem with neuropathy, man. It just kills my feet. Satanic. Let's see, Tasha's on Met Davy. We got Baxter Jenkins in here. I haven't seen Baxter in a while. Good, I got 7 people in here. I did have 11. I did see 11 people. That's the most I've gotten in a while. Hopefully she's not sharing. Yeah, I hope not either, Judith. Judith, were you in Rosie's channel tonight? Did you go into to Rosie's channel? She talked about you. I heard her mention something about Judith. But I was in there, and somebody recognized me in there. So, I don't know. And after that, they must have put me on hide mode or something. Glad to see you again. Yeah, I'm, I haven't really wanted to do YouTube that much lately, Kind of lost the enthusiasm, That's the proper way to put it. Just a lack of enthusiasm. So, but anyways, I got a lot of things I got to do tomorrow. I took out what I'd get done today. Oh yeah, I got to go. You know what I got to do? I got to go to the bank or probably got to go to Walmart, because Walmart I can get cash back. So I think I'll go to Walmart. Pick up a few items, not that much. Glad to see Davey. Could your math be wrong? Well, it could be. I'm not good at math. Never was good at math. Did Saznak change the government? Saznak is trying to get. I'm not sure. What's he trying? He wants to get Biden out of office. That's all. So if people want to vote, then they got to vote. They got to vote against, Biden. I got nothing. Myself, I have neuropathy in your thighs. I don't know what the kind of pain you would have that are in my feet. And it makes it really difficult to sleep. Last night, I don't know, must have. But all I know is I was in pain for at least 2 hours trying to sleep. So, her feet heal up. Yeah, my feet healed up. It's really hard to get my socks on. I got a device that I could put the to get the socks, onto my feet. So I'm going to get that tomorrow, because my socks on. But yeah, I got to keep cream or patch that works for pain. And I'm not. I imagine, I don't know, maybe if I go to Walmart and Dweller. We got Coats 96. I don't know if that's the real Coats. I don't know. Yeah, I might have loved watching Saznak in the 3rd grade. He's a truck driver, but he goes out, he plays for at least 6 months out of the year. Because he makes, like I said, he just made a chunk of change. So I know that. I just watched him. Every day he just makes a ton of money. People throw money like the Dickens, man. And some people are so fortunate, they're blessed to be able to get all that money in their pocket, think if I'd have done things different a little bit in my life, maybe I'd have gotten a bigger amount of money, too, as well. But I guess, some people say it's better to have none. If you want to make it to heaven, the more money you have, the harder it is to get there. I can understand that philosophy with that. I could understand. Saznak is a big channel. I remember when he first started. I was camping right by him. He was with what's his face? I'm trying to think of his name. Oh, he's with the guy. He's got a page on. He does all the sells all the solar generators. I'm trying to think. Hobotech. He's good friends with Hobotech, and he hangs out with Hobotech at the RTR. You want to call it that. I'm a mod. Oh, you're a mod on Saznak, okay. Let's see, you met Saz? Yeah, well, I didn't meet him personally, but I was camped right by him, pretty close to him, and I know they had quite a party out there. I didn't participate with it, but I stayed to myself, but yes, that Hobotech is, let's see, burns, numbness, freezing, cold, crawling, sensations and pain in my. So yeah, you probably it's hard for me to imagine the pain like if I had pain in my hips, but the pain in my feet are just brutal. Yeah, at least somebody else can really understand the kind of pain that somebody with neuropathy goes through, man. What do you take for that, Janice? What do you take? What do you use? See, I got gabapentin, which is not good for me, but I don't know what else I can do, man. I talked to my doctor about it. He just looked at me. He goes, man, I don't know what to tell you. That's what he said. He's a doctor. A good one, too. He didn't know what to tell me. He says, get a foot doctor. So I went to the foot doctor, and the foot doctor told me Lanacane. Get Lanacane pads. Stickers, put Lanacane. That's why I got to go to Walmart. Pharmacist. And say, hey, I got neuropathy, pain in my feet. What can I use for it, and see what they tell me. Let's see, I learned everything from Elvis Travels. Oh, Elvis Travels, okay. All right. I'm not a big fan of Elvis Travels, but that's okay. Everybody could be a friend with whoever, Like I said, it's your choice, not mine. But see, I remember when we could coloring books, and I always wanted stickers. Amber, gabapentin, which is not good. Hobotech, yeah, he's good friends with Saznak. Saznak, I'm not sure if he has a house or if he owns a house. I imagine he could easily own a house because shoot, he's got the cash to buy it. Come on, when you're making at least $10,000 to $20,000 a day, yeah, you can afford a house easy. Dealing. Let's see. Since 2003, you've been dealing with that pain. I got mine, I don't know, 2010 or whatever. Let's see. Let me kind of get up here a little bit here. Just kind of angled here. Trying to keep the pain off of my feet. Yeah, it's that's what we go through, Baxter. Janice and I both have neuropathy, but she's got neuropathy in a different place. She's got it in her hips, and I've got it in my feet. It could be in both feet. It could be in one foot, It's like, it's insane. It's insanity. just so much pain. Let's see. So yeah, I'm going through tough times too. I've been in the hospital many, many times. I don't know if you guys know that. He has a huge house. Let's see. Let me see what. He has a huge house and garage to store his. He said the house in Texas was his friend's house. He said it's his friend's house, is what he was saying the other day. So, I don't know. He turned this fan off. It's freaking freezing. Okay. Yeah. Had to turn that fan off. It was freezing me out. See, Living Free Mike is my favorite channel. Yeah, I go into Living Free's channel. Yeah, I never met him personally, but I've chatted with him. He seems to be like a cool guy. He always responds to me. So I said, hey, if you're in Flagstaff, I'll buy you $100 meal, man. I'll give you $100 cash if you meet me in Flagstaff. And I'll give you $100 plus I'll pay your meal. I told him, and he didn't respond. So evidently $100 is not enough. That's not enough. You're probably gonna cost, probably to be able to meet Mike will probably cost you probably $1,000. That's what probably it'll cost. Let's see. I think it's funny how many Living Free Mike eats a sheet of LSD before each video. I didn't know that. That's something I never knew. It's a Jelly Bean. She's streaming this channel right now. Blitzed out of her mind. Who's that? Who's blitzed out of their mind? Davey, whatever happened to CG1? I stopped watching that crap channel. What do you mean? What do you mean, Baxter? What do you mean CG1? What app? I don't know. What's with I don't know. What's with CG1? CG1's, I don't know. I'm not going to say. Because I don't know. I just, that's why I just ask what's with CG1, because I don't know. Let's see, Amber Heard's, remember Chris Travels? Christopher Travels? The guy, he used to have like a covered wagon vehicle. I remember a guy that had a covered wagon. I think he called himself Christopher's Travels or something like that. I think that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure. Living Free does... I don't know what Living Free... Somebody was saying Living Free does LSD. By the way he acts sometimes, I could almost believe it, but... I know a guy that does a snake channel, but I know he would never do any drugs or drink alcohol, because you don't do that kind of stuff if you're handling a venomous snakes like he does. He handles he knows how to. He's 23 years old. He's his profession. He's basically like Steve Irwin. You should check that channel out. Chandler's Wildlife. He certainly is great. That's a great channel. He acts like he's freaking nuts, but he's believe me, he's not. Because when you can handle a king cobra like he does, you gotta be strong. The dude's pretty buff though, but you gotta be strong when you're handling snakes like that, because those snakes can kill you with one bite. Especially a puff adder. I never see him get a puff adder. I've never seen anybody handle a puff adder. Never. I mean, that's one snake you don't want. That is a nasty snake. you will die a very painful death. That's not the way to go. I mean, coagulated blood and coagulation with skin it eats away all your skin. It'll eat your skin all the way down to the bone. Your blood's all messed up. Then you die after it's all said and done. First you're gonna suffer the pain first. Living in a van, finally got a house, Davey. Well, that's good. I'm glad you got a house. Yeah, I'm always thankful for when people get things, you know. That's good. Anytime somebody gets something, it's always a good thing, you know. Davey, are you part serpent or just? You know, I just like watching the snake videos. It's entertainment. I'm not hoping a snake bites the guy, but I've watched Chandler almost get bit so many times. Yeah, Janice, you should check out Chandler's Wildlife. Check that channel out. He's a great, probably the dude's great with alligators, crocodiles. He's good with all animals. He's amazing. His passion is for the love of animals. It really is. The guy loves animals. He loves snakes more than any. He loves all of his snakes. He loves everything equally, I tell you. Check him out. Check out Chandler's Wildlife. You won't be sorry. He's got over 1 million subscribers, so he can't be doing too bad, you know. You know, he lives in a, $5 million house. Yeah, he's got to be doing pretty good. So, he's only 23 years old. Brand new truck. Up a whole zoo. He's got a serpentarium with. You got to check it out. That's all I got to say. Watch his videos. You'll be impressed. I'm impressed with what he does. Let's see. I don't have my moderator in here today. He must be playing. He must be practicing today. I had a Halloween mask like yours when I was young. Yeah, I don't know what happened to where my mask went. We loaded up everything from my storage and into my shipping containers. So I know who Chandler is. Yeah, so you watch the snake videos? Tyler Nolan's another good one. Tyler Nolan doesn't have what Chandler's got, and he probably won't ever because he just got his girlfriend is pregnant, so he's going to have a baby girl. So that changes a lot of things. That pretty much threw him a loop because he wanted to travel. He wanted to go to South Africa to Dinkelman's snake land, out there in South Africa, but he can't do it now because he's going to have a baby. So he's got to hang out and he's got to he's going to just keep the house he's got. I guess he'd like to been put on hold since his girlfriend's pregnant. So I guess he's happy about it. So I guess, I'm glad, happy for him too. If I have time, I'll check him out. Yeah, it's true. Every channel, it's amazing how you could keep up with a lot of YouTubers, man. It's amazing. It just amazes me, period, because I've seen you all over the place. Mm-hmm. Let's see, Charles Siebert dies. Trapper John, MD. Is that the guy? That's the guy that played Trapper John, I think. But I'm not sure. Yes. He just died. I guess the news just came out right now. Charles Siebert. I am helplessly behind in watching videos. Yeah, I can imagine. You know what? I'd be up 24/7 trying to watch YouTube videos. I mean, watching snake videos. Shoot, I could. I got into like the history of Russia and watched all that, and jeez, because I was trying to figure out, how, the communistic system. I was looking into all that, looking at just a bunch of different things. It's good to be educated on different government systems. The way they work, and how they, how it's amazing. How Russia survived under communism, how it lasted for so. What was it? 1917 or whatever when they turned communist government, and went from 1917 and all the way to what, 1991? That's a long time, man. And then their government falls to pieces, but it's still an oppressed government because they're a closed state versus an open state. Open state means, your government system cares for its people, and in a closed system, everything's about the state. It's about taking care of the state. They don't care about so much about taking care of the people. Davey, I help. I need. Everything got wet. Tasha needs a donation. Man, I don't have any money, Tasha. I'm barely making it myself. I've been living out here by myself and having to live this nomadic life. It's tough. It's just taking its toll on me, really. Trapper John, yeah. Yeah, John Siebert, or Charles Siebert, passed away today, I guess. Just came over to my screen on my on the video here. Did you need to cement? Ask God to come into your life. Discernment. So do you need? I've asked God. God is in my life. He is in my life. He's been in my life my whole life, actually. Though I've been a big sinner, but I don't do any sinning right now. And if I just blink an eye and sin, I have to repent. So that's a good idea to always go ask the Lord, Lord Jesus, in Jesus' name, I just repent. Repent any sin that I've committed or ever committed. And I know I've said that before, but I'm saying it again in Jesus' name, and I say amen to that. Let's see. That doesn't look like the real top thing right there. Doesn't look the same. Please, I don't think this is a real Tasha Teeling here. I don't think it is. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. Let's see. To love the world is to hate God. You really love the world. I do not love the world. What are you talking about? I'm gonna get rid of this guy here because he's obviously a troll. Hold on a second here. Out the door he went. So we got rid of him. He was a troll. Hate when trolls come in. This is a good. I can't believe that troll was coming in here. Oh, you love the world. No, I don't. I want out of it. What are you talking about? I can't wait to leave this world. Can't wait. I already have left the world. I got resuscitated when I died that time, was it 4 years ago? I got pictures of when I had tubes going down my throat. And then the machine was keeping me alive. Yeah, I was one of those machines keeping me alive, and they were going to pull the plug on me. Pretty much it for me. But I was unconscious, and I got my conscience back. I came back. I think they told me 20 minutes off and on. I went code blue. Like I don't know, code blue is like 2 or 3 times. I went code blue in the ambulance going to the hospital. When they first found me, they found me dead, and I guess I must have been dead for. I guess the paramedic told me about 5 to, well, the most. But anyway, he tried. It took him to 10 times to get resuscitated. So, what's that? What's that, Janice? What do you mean I'm right? What about what? I'm just trying to figure out what I'm right about. I'm not sure about this one right here. Yeah, this is a Christian channel. Yes. So I can't keep people in here that are going to be anti-Christian. I can't. I usually get you know who I haven't gotten in here lately is I'm trying to think of her name. The lady from the UK. I'm trying to think of her name. It's been a while. See, the lady from the UK. She's a great lady too. You know, she told me she didn't believe in the Lord. So, and lately I've not seen her in the channel. So, you know, she says that it's because she's in England, the UK, the time frame, which I guess I can understand that. You know, I mean, I'd have to probably come on early in the morning, and she probably would be able to come in, but late in the night, not unless I, stay up till like 2 in the morning or something, and then she would come on, So let's see what else we got here. That's a fake Barrel English, yeah. Yeah, Barrel English. But she's in the UK. I think she's in the UK. I think. Because I'm not 100%, I can't be 100% sure. But I'm going to say 98.2% sure that she. So do you see what I see? What's this channel? What's this channel about? I don't know. It's about anything. It's about whatever I want to talk about. I touch on different subjects, It could be anything from sports to what's going on in the world, It could be about medical stuff, What you go through with medical, Stuff like that, or, what am I right? Because you said I'm right, and you mean by what I said about Tasha? That she's probably drugs? Like illegal drugs? Not the kind of drugs that are prescribed by a doctor? Yeah, I'm on lots of drugs myself, but I take high blood for, something for my blood pressure. I take Entresto for my heart. It's a very expensive drug, dude. Entresto. It's like $2,300 for 1 month's supply. $2,300. Boom, bang, bang. No, but luckily my insurance covers it. Actually, they give me not the doctor, but my heart doctor is able to get samples of it. So with the samples are basically a month's supply. So that's how I get it. Otherwise, my insurance wouldn't cover it. Otherwise, I guess they would cover something called Losarda. I guess I could. I do have a bottle of that. I mean, I could show you all the pills in my bag here. It's freaking crazy. Got a lot of pills. But realistically, I take about, 6 different pills a day. 6 different ones. I probably take gabapentin. I probably take more than I should, but I have to because of the pain, Oh my goodness, the pain is just so severe. Janice, do you think Lanacane would help with the pain? And having a Lanacane pad? I know a foot doctor said that to me. She goes, I could tell you could try that, but she goes, I can't get it for you. I can't prescribe that, but you can go to any pharmacy and pick it up, like Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, So I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. I'm just wondering, if you get some Lanacane pads and put them on your hip and see. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but if you have and if it's worked, let me know. Let me know on that, because I think I got to go to Walmart regardless. So I'm going to talk to the pharmacist at Walmart, but I got to go. That's something I got to take care of first thing in the morning, and then let's see, was it France 24 English Live? Biden says U.S. will provide Ukraine. I guess, well, of course, we're going to provide Ukraine with. We're not going to give Ukraine long-range missiles. We're not going to do that because that could escalate the war. That could cause. We certainly don't want to escalate that war with Russia, man. If anything, this is what I think we should. I think, there's been talk that the country Ukraine should just give Russia what it wants. But if you give Russia an inch, they'll take a mile. That's the way they are. They want the whole country. There's a reason for that. It was once theirs. And then the Union, which was Poland, Czechoslovakia, Slovakia, Romania, Hungary, were all part of the Union, which is, the Soviet Union. But they all became independents. They independently separated. Russia would like, it's called Lanacane pad. Tried it, and if you have, did it work? Because I'm gonna go to Walmart, and I'm gonna try to get the what's it called? It's called lidocaine. Lidocaine. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Lidocaine patch. Let's see, Davey. I'm sorry for attacking you and throwing my. Thank you for your forgiveness. Not a problem. Not a problem, Tasha. Not a problem. Just keep yourself. But please take care of yourself. Please do that. At least take care of yourself. And get yourself. Don't. Please don't use any drugs to. Please don't use drugs. It's not good. It's not good for anybody. But cigarettes aren't good for you either. But too bad you can't quit smoking. And can't you at least try to use the stuff that you put the fluid in, and use one of those instead of cigarettes? At least that'd be a little bit better for you. But I don't know. Of course, that's your choice, not mine. So I can only, can only I can't tell anybody what to do. It's not my decision. It's not my choices. Everybody in life, everybody that has their own life has their own choices. But he makes them. And we don't always make the right choice, but anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to see if Janice can tell me about that lidocaine patch. Lidocaine? Lidocaine? Must be called lidocaine. I think it's pronounced lidocaine. But I certainly want to see if I can get. Is this channel about bad health? Well, I talk a lot about health, because I do. And I try to take care of it as much as I can. I'm a diabetic too, so I got to take shots every day. So I got to check my blood sugar tonight before I go to sleep. So, but anyway, let's see what else we got here. We got 11 people on the channel. Let's see, I'm trying to think here. Got an hour and 30. It has to do a lot with health in this channel. And then we bring God into the channel too. It's about whatever we want to talk about. Whatever I want. Sometimes I even talk. Let's see. Keep the show running here. Not a bad running. If we could get a little bit more than that, be nice if we get up to like 20 people or so. See if we get to 20. 20, 21 people would be a good amount of people to have in there. Be nice to make a few bucks with the YouTube too. Be nice if I had if I was got my modification back. I'm gonna work on getting that back somehow. Let's see what else we got here. For you. Oh, so you tried it. Yeah, I thought about trying it. Maybe it's worth a try to try that and in addition, take the gabapentin too. One of my friends lost his life to gabapentin. Yeah, he had a 4-pack of those big, what do you call it? I forget what kind of beer he had. He would always drink like a 4-pack or 8-pack of beer, and he for a while. And he said he never did anything to him, He said a lot of times he used it, the gabapentin, to get high. He would snort it like cocaine. And I don't know what he did with these capsules, but he had a bottle of his gabapentin open, and I went to his house to see him for the last time because his sister called me and told me that he had passed away at like, I'm going to say, what time? 6 in the morning, he passed away. Because 15 minutes before, he went and used the bathroom and he went back to his room. So, when he went back to his room, in 15 minutes, he died. So between the time that they saw him and in 6 o'clock, they found him dead. So, and the dog was going back and forth to his dog. His dog really loved him. So, let's see. What's up, Joni? Good to see you in here. I'm just participating a little bit more than I usually do on YouTube, you know. Trying to get the crowd back, you know. So I gotta get on YouTube a little bit more. I just haven't had the enthusiasm, you know, to run the channel, you know. So that's basically what's been going on with me. So, and just working, taking care of my health. That's all. That's what I've been doing. So anyway, I got to call my doctor tomorrow too. That's another thing. Figure out what I'm gonna do. I got a few things I got to do, but I got to get the input from the doctor. I'm gonna need some more gabapentin. I just don't have enough. Just taking a lot more of that stuff to keep the pain. And even then, it doesn't take the pain away. But it's better than nothing, that's for sure. Better than nothing. So yeah, we got 10 people in here now. We did have 11. Be nice to be able to get it up to 20. That gabapentin never worked for me. What would you say is better, Janice? Would you say that the pads work better than gabapentin? Or would you say it's about the same? I got to get some input from somebody that knows, you know. You know what I'm in for, and I know what you're in for too, because I know how bad this pain is, and it is bad. It's worse than probably, what'd they call that? A lot of women get this kind of thing, where you get a lot of stinging pins, but all through your body. What do you call that? There's a term for it. I can't come up with it. I know I had a friend that said he had it, but he said the Lord took the pain away from him. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he did. It just doesn't seem like it's something that the medical field can't cure, and they don't have an answer other than give you Lyrica or gabapentin for it, or these lidocaine pads or whatever, something like that on that order. I know take only Kratom, and it works really well for me. Kratom. Yeah, it's expensive stuff, isn't it? Pretty pricey. Kratom's bad for... There's a reason why it's bad for my heart. It puts pressure on my heart. And that's why it's not good to drink too much coffee, because that can do some damage, or it can hurt my heart. So anyway, that's what I've heard. So I also have restless leg syndrome, and I sleep all night now. But see, I was wondering about Kratom. You know, might work for you. That one guy, Scott, was telling me it wouldn't be good for me for the heart condition. Says people with the heart condition, it wouldn't be a good thing to take. The Kratom. I know a lot of people use it. Basically, what would they compare Kratom to? Something like marijuana. You know, I got gummies, but I got marijuana gummies, but I'm not sure how well they work. I mean, they haven't really done that well for me. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying it can't help, or it could probably be like, to me, it'd be like putting one of those pads on, putting the pad on I don't know, I guess you try one pad on the foot or something, see how that would, I'm going to try it out. I'm just going to give it a shot and see how it does. I don't know, but I stopped trying to medicate. Yeah, I don't know. My doctors don't have an answer for me. They really don't. They just, I'm not sure if Lyrica would work better. Did you try Lyrica, Janice? Have you ever tried that? Just wonder if you tried Lyrica. Dave, are you a Russian expert? No, I know a lot because I study a lot about the Russian government. I study a lot about it. I know quite a bit about Russia. I know Vladimir Putin is a former KGB spy. And anyway, he worked his way up the communist government. But yeah, he ran the East. He ran the what do you call it? East Germany sector. I do know that. Let's see. Almost bedtime. They had me in Loratab, and now I don't take anything but kratom. It must almost bedtime, huh? Yeah, I usually go to sleep at usually about 10 o'clock. I'm probably going a little bit overboard here, but I won't stay up too much longer. Let's see. They had me on Loratab, and now I don't take anything but kratom. Kratom takes your pain away, huh? What do you have? What do you have? A neuropathy, Robert? Is that what you have? I think we got a pretty good stream going here. We're talking medical stuff here. Trying to figure out what other people are going through and seeing what they take. So I get some information, on what I can do. My pain is horrendous, man. You're starting to fade. Well, you should go to sleep, Janice. You're on the East Coast. Anyway, you helped me out a little bit, so I'm going to see what I can do. Kratom might work for you. Probably pretty pricey though. See, I know my insurance won't cover it. Anything my insurance will cover only has to be FDA approved. So I just live. See, I can't sleep with that pain. That's the problem. It's just horror. It's horrendous, man. I wonder if collecting Mickey Mouse tells help with sleep. I would think not, man. Might be some kind of sentimental help, but I don't think it'll help a whole lot, I could think about, I don't know, I've tried to use my mind to see if I could try to take the pain, but it still doesn't do it, This pins and needles effect is just brutal. I guess you get it in the hands too. I've not gotten it in my hands. I've not gotten it in my upper legs. For me, I'm just getting it in the feet. But that's really bad though. It's horrible for me. But I don't know. Yes, from diabetes and also very, very injured clavicle. It's very inexpensive. I take the red strain at night and sleep all the red strain. What's the red? Oh, the red colored kratom, red color. Because they got the green and they got red. Here's what my one friend. Here's what the guy Scott was doing. He was mixing the kratom with his coffee. He'd drink a cup of coffee and put the kratom in it. It's a nasty tasting stuff, you know. I actually had some, but I don't have it in here, you know. I actually put it in my shipping container, so right now I don't have it. So, but how much does it cost for a couple pounds? I don't even know. I guess you could get them where you could buy marijuana too. The gummies, I've got gummies. I could take one of those. That might help with the pain too. But I'm not going to smoke anything because of my heart condition, so I won't do that. Let's see, we got 14 people in the house. We're not doing too bad right now. Be nice to get to see if we get to like 15 or 15 to 20 people. That would be a milestone tonight. But I guess we lost Janice. She was starting to fall asleep. So we went down to 11 from 14. So that's usually the way it works. Another failed confession. Let's see. Yeah, the clavicle. Okay, that's up in the upper part of the leg, like in the front. It's like you're just below your knees. Isn't that where that's? Yeah, because like I said, I have drop foot, so I can't move my feet at all. And none. I mean, it's just I call it floppy foot, just because I got nothing in my feet. That's why I got to walk with a walker. It's horrible. It's the restraint of restraint of kratom. Also have white. Yes, its taste is horrible. I take apple juice with it. You can get several packs for $30. You can get several packs for $30. And how long does it last? How long does it last you? What would one pack last you? That would be like $10. Would it last you? Would $10 last you a month or less? I don't know. But they say it's not good for my heart. Clavicle is a shoulder. You got an injured clavicle. So if your clavicle is injured, then what does it do? Because I think I hurt mine when on a motorcycle wreck. Never got it fixed. I just kind of like wiped out with the motorcycle, and just kind of like got back up and got back up, and that was it. And I walked the motorcycle back to my friend's place. So that was all she wrote for the motorcycle. So just throw some high heels on. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I never do that. 3 weeks. Oh, one pack will last 3 weeks, $10. $10 will be 3 weeks worth. Huh? It's not too bad. But you said the red stuff is better? You said the red works best for you? Like I said, I had the green stuff. I never had any red stuff, so. Let's see here. I could have my shoulder checked out. I mean, I could say I got possibly a broken bone up in my shoulder. Yeah, but then again, from that motorcycle wreck, it would the bone would heal itself up. That's what it would do. It just heals itself back up, but you got to get it put in place first. But if it never got put back in the first place, and you're pretty much screwed. I can't sleep on my left shoulder. It doesn't work. So I got 7 people in the house. So I lost a few people. Lost quite a few people, actually. I should probably shut the thing down. It's probably getting too late. It's actually late right now. So we should shut her down. Let's see. It takes all my pain away. White is for energy and pain. Red is for sleep and pain. And green is for mental focus. Well, that's the one Scott was taking. He was taking the green. So, but he didn't have any pain. I guess he did have neuropathy in his feet. But he said it wasn't bad. He said the white would really work well for you. I damaged the nerves under my clavicle. You damaged your nerves. I don't know how you damaged your nerves there. When I nearly drowned. Yeah, I don't know how you break your shoulders swimming, but I guess you could. I just didn't think. I never thought you could. Anyway, we should shut the channel down for tonight. And I'll be coming back on more routinely, I should say. At least I'll try to. I gotta take care of a few things. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. I gotta take my clothes, get those washed. I gotta go to Walmart, pick up a few supplies. I gotta buy some water too. I gotta get water in here. I'm gonna buy some. Gonna get. It's got the lettuce already in a package, and get some tomatoes. Maybe I'll pick up a few cucumbers too. I don't know. Cucumbers and see what else do I put in a salad? Cucumbers. Cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, and lettuce. I got dressing, and that should take care of it. So I'm gonna try to eat more salads, just because it really keeps control of my blood sugar. So, bad ATV accident about 2 years ago. So I wiped out on my motorcycle and landed on my left shoulder. The motorcycle flew right on top of me. What happened was I was riding. I hit a patch of oil, and the bike, I started to slide back and forth with the motor. I almost recovered the bike, but not. I just couldn't quite. I landed, slammed right down on the left side, and the motorcycle ended up on top of me. So that's what happened. See, cucumbers are popular amongst the cross dress. Well, I hardly eat cucumbers, but I'm not a cross dresser guy. I don't get into that kind of stuff, man. That's not for me, man. I was told I get a lot of those kind of people on this channel. But that's not me. Not me at all. But cucumbers are good for diabetes, man. I can eat all the salad and cucumbers, and it's good for my diabetic condition. That's what I can say at this point. So, anyways, we should shut it down. I've only got, 5 people in here? Doesn't mean 5 are actually in here. It could be 3 lurking people. It could be 1 person in here and the rest are lurking. So, well, anyways, let's shut her down. We're going to close it up. Pickled cucumbers are good. Pickled cucumbers. That'd be pickles, basically. I could buy pickles and just cut them up. But the problem with pickles is there's too much salt. I'm trying to keep my salt down. So that wouldn't work so well. Just the regular plain cucumbers are good enough for me, man. It just makes the salad taste better. You know, it'd also be good is to put some radishes in the salad too. Radishes. I'm trying to think what else. I put in there. I got to get some Parmesan cheese too. It's another thing I got to get. I got to get a chain for wrapping my keys. Vinaigrette cucumbers. I got vinaigrette dressing. It's pretty good too. Real good stuff. It's by Paul Newman dressing. So I got some of that. That's really good dressing. But I'd rather just make my own. You get some Italian seasoning, and you mix it with vinegar and oil. A certain percentage of oil to the very little bit of vinegar. And I mix it in one of those empty water bottles, 16 ounces, and I keep the dressing in there. And that works out pretty good, man. Just Italian seasoning. That's all you get. And it makes all the salad dressing you want. Just get a big old thing of Italian seasoning. Paul Newman. Yeah, he was an actor. Yep. Was is a good word. He was a car racer too. He liked to race. He had a lot of fast cars. He's a car collector. He liked Porsches. He was a big fan of Porsches. I think he had a Porsche 911, and I'm not sure what else. He had a bunch of stuff. I mean, the dude was wealthy super wealthy. So that makes sense to me. So yeah, let's close her up. Let's close her down, man. Yeah, come back, man. Hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Please help the channel out. Subscribe to it. Like, share with your friends. And we are going to call it a night. Clickbait Robbie. I haven't seen you in here, this channel, in a long time, man. I just got here. Keep it going. All right, well, we'll keep it going for a little bit. So, well, where have you been, man? Haven't seen you in freaking ages. Yeah, I'm getting tired, man. Yeah, I'm getting real tired. I didn't even watch TV tonight. Yeah, it's been a long time, yeah, for sure. You know where I've seen you a lot? You know, you used to go into was it, I think it was you. Didn't you go into Oh, Blind Views channel? I think you used to go to Blind Views channel, I think. I might be wrong. There was another channel that I think it was different than you. But yeah, he would go to Blind Views channel. I haven't seen him here in a long time. Yeah, you've been to Blind Views channel. I haven't been in his channel for a bit, you know. Been a while since I've gone into his channel. He's probably got a bunch of different people in there now. Yeah, he used to battle Camel Dave, remember? Remember how he used to battle with Camel Dave? You know, they didn't like each other. Then again, Camel Dave never liked me either, so I never was a big fan of Camel Dave. Though I tried to be friends with the guy. I actually tried. I failed though. Has he taken over for No, he hasn't. I don't think anybody could take over for Camel Dave. Um, I thought about trying, but nah. I can't get any. I've only got a couple of his people that come in, or from his channel. I've only had two of his people from his channel come into mine, but it's fun. Heck, I don't. It's hard to get people nowadays. I'm just wondering where everybody's gone, or I don't know where they've been, but people say the same thing about me. Hey, where have you been, man? Haven't seen you come on YouTube in a while. It's like, well, I just haven't felt like it, Like I said, the word I was using, I didn't have the enthusiasm. That's the perfect word for the situation for me. But has he? Now I don't. Like I said, Camo Dave. I don't know who. I don't think there's. You know what? He was a unique kind of guy. He was. I would say he's one of a kind. I don't think I ever met anybody to put so much effort into YouTube. I mean, he worked hard. I mean, seriously, this is work, man. People say it's not work. It is work. But I was monetized. I lost my monetized status, and I'm not sure why. But I got to figure out why I lost it and get it back. Because would get me super chat, If I could build up into get new kind of new people in here, get a whole different audience, things could kind of change a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Some people, they get so much money thrown at them, it's not funny. It's amazing how much people have to throw money at people, He was obsessed with YouTube. No, oh, yeah, he like I said, I'm not obsessed with YouTube. Heck, I've always considered myself just a guy that kind of comes on a lot. It's amazing how much talking I've done on here, Surprises me sometimes, But yeah, like I said, I'm not obsessed with YouTube. I first got started, I didn't even know what really YouTube was, Heck, I just made some camping videos, and that's when I can walk. But things change when you can't walk. I mean, it's freaking hard, It's hard for me. I wish, to do a video, I got to walk with a walker, so I can't hold I can't do it. I can only do so much. It's amazing I could even live. But I got to, I got to get through the hard days, you know. It's just something I realize it's a hard thing, believe me. Especially being paralyzed. You know, I wish if I was paralyzed in an arm, or if I was, but no, I'm paralyzed in the feet, so I can't move my feet, which is horrible, man. It's the worst thing that ever came across into my life. That's for sure. Yeah, I have no idea how it happened either. I have no idea. I just woke up out of a coma, and there I was. You know, I had to face a new reality, which I didn't even know then. I just thought I could walk, you know, because you know, and then when I finally tried, you know, my knees, the undersides of my knees were all freaking tore up. I don't know how that happened, you know, but I had no skin at all on the undersides of my knees, on the backside at all. I mean, shoot, I could show you if I could even do it. I don't know if you can see that. But that's what it looks like, man. I got the other side, it's not as bad. Let's see if I can show that. There's a scar. Pretty good scar, actually. But getting back, yeah, it's the undersides of my knees. It took 3.5 years to, and actually it still needs healing on the right side yet. There's still a little bit more healing left. It's kind of scabbed up. And I had a wound care place, but they didn't want to treat it because it wasn't, I guess what they were told was the feet. So they could treat the feet, but they weren't told about the undersides of my knees. And I don't know. I couldn't get two places to treat it either. I wish I could have, but the problem is I can't get material back behind it with a Band-Aid, and the Band-Aids won't stay on. So you got to be able to put this material like on the wound, and then put the Band-Aid underneath it. And I just can't do it. The Band-Aid comes off after about 3 hours, you know, because you got to move. You're constantly moving when you're walking, so there's no way you could keep any kind of bandage on it, you know. So that's a big problem there. It's going to be nice weather. It's not even cold out here in Flagstaff, Arizona. Flagstaff of Arizona. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's nice to be, you know, it's kind of nice, you know, being out of your RV and you just kind of live out of it, and, you know, little space I got, I can get around and I can grab onto things nice and, you know, easy in here, you know, to go to the back, you know, problem is cooking is a chore, you know. It's better if I could sit down and cook, but my stovetop is higher than my seat, so, which my seat is actually my refrigerator, you know, so I'm just running a 12-volt refrigerator in here. You know, I'm running one of those Iceco's. It's a good refrigerator, man. It works great. I've had it now for about a year. And the compressor warranty on it's like 5 years for the Iceco. So, and I use a little blue. I got Bluetti solar chargers. I got a little small one, 300 watt. Was it? No, 500 watt, 300. What's it? It's a 500 hour 300-watt inverter. It's pure sine wave for the little one. I use that to run the TV set, and it works great. I can run the TV set all night long with it, but I don't feel like watching TV, so I won't. I thought, well, we'll just go on to YouTube. Except in basketball, when the basketball tournament comes on, I'll be watching the NBA finals. So, and I think, what is it? I'm a Cardinal fan, Eric, because I've always lived in Arizona, so Cardinals, one of their football players got killed in an automobile accident. The guy just got signed to a 3-year deal. He used to play for the Vikings, and he was only 25 years old. Lost his life. Him and his girlfriend both lost their life in the car accident. So that's kind of a sad deal. Sad for the Cardinals too, man. Finally, they got to try to find another player to replace him. Because I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation. The guy signed a 3-year deal. So do the Cardinals still have to pay that 3 years? Depends, I guess, if it was guaranteed contract. If it's a guaranteed contract, I guess they have to pay out his salary outright to the family. He didn't really have a family. He was trying to start a family with his girlfriend. So I guess it could go to his mother, mother or father, maybe both. I don't know. But 3-year deal, I don't know how much. I imagine they signed him. I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting to see what they say about it. How. Because obviously they got to find another player because they just lost a. He was replacing somebody already. And now he's freaking gone. If there's a death clause in the contract. Yeah, there must be. There's got to be one, because, stuff happens in life, You know what I'm saying? It just does. So, yeah, I would say that every player would have to have a death clause in there. It seemed kind of weird, you're 23. Let's say you're 21, 22 years old, and, how do you think you're going to die? You don't think you're going to die when you're 23, 25 years old. You think that's young, Death usually will avoid it unless he wasn't married. He had a girlfriend, but he wasn't married. So, yeah, I guess that'll void the contract. So they won't have to pay it out. So now they'll now they got to find somebody else. It's kind of hard on the draft. They've already done the draft, and so I don't know. Maybe they'll have to take one of the draft picks and try to make it work. That's the only thing they could really. Wife could get his pension if. Yeah, but he wasn't married. He was single, just 25 years old. You'd think he would have had a wife, but he had a girlfriend, so maybe he's got an ex-wife. Would an ex-wife get the pension if he had an ex-wife? But he's divorced. Would she get the pension? It's interesting, you think about that. That just goes from one plateau to another. That's just something that will make other players think, now they're looking, now you just think, okay, so that'll just void the contract period and it's done. They're done. They're not dumb. Yeah, they're done with him. They weren't they wanted him obviously, but I guess he had some issues, and with the Vikings, and they cut him. They cut him off the team, and the Cardinals picked him up off of waivers or something. Let's see, severability only goes to current wives, which he didn't have, so he didn't have a wife, so they're just done. The whole contract is over. So but now they have an empty spot. They have an opening now to sign somebody else. So they got to look for somebody, but it's kind of hard because just think, you thought you had your guy, and then your guy dies. So the draft's already gone by. So I'm trying to think who they picked. I can't remember. They had like a lot of late draft picks, late round draft picks. So they didn't have, but the problem with the Cardinals is they didn't have a lot of cap space to pick up or sign players this past season. But what they did is they re-signed some of the players that were already playing for them. That kind of worked out for them. The running back, for instance, James Conner, they re-signed him to a 3-year deal, I think. And he used to be with Pittsburgh. He was Pittsburgh Steelers running back. And his contract was up, and they didn't sign him, so he went. That's how the Cardinals picked him up. He turned out to be a good pick, so he played really well. So now he's their number 1 running back. So, and I think they've got 2 other running backs. They got one from Arizona State, which was a rookie last year, and they got somebody else. But those guys are going to end up moving up, in the ranks, But, yeah, they'll play underneath. The main running back, like I said, will be James Conner. And they usually only keep one running back in the backfield for the Cardinals because they're basically a passing offense. So that's what they will do. Kyler Murray is their main quarterback, and yeah, they're gonna sign him to an extended max contract. That's what they got to sign him to. So it's gonna have to be. They're gonna have to pay him $200 million. Imagine that. Imagine being 20-something years old and you're going to get $200 million over 5 years. That's insane. It's an insane amount of money. You could do anything with $200 million. You're almost, shoot, if you take that and invest that money, you could make yourself a billionaire. You could become a billionaire in like just a couple of years. He's too short, can't throw over the. Now you're right. I agree with you on that. Yeah, he is too short. I said that from the beginning. I thought, you know what I thought? I thought they should have picked up. What's that? Deshaun Watson. I thought Deshaun Watson would be perfect for the Cardinals. He's tall, strong, big. I just thought he'd work out better. But they got a second string guy that's kind of older. I'm trying to think of his name. Colt McCoy, and he's a decent quarterback actually. I'm kind of impressed with him. He filled in for Kyler Murray when Kyler was hurt, and he did a pretty good job. He won 2 games and lost 1. So he's 2 out of 3. And so anyway, and then Kyler came back, and after Kyler came back, and everything fell to pieces for the Cardinals at that point. So anyway, got 3 people in here. But yeah, like you said, he's too short. He's only 5'9". They call him Mighty Mouse for a reason. because he's a he he he. I don't know. The Cardinals see something in him, so they're gonna have to pay him. It's that simple. But in the meantime, the dude should be obligated to his contract because he's still under contract and participate with the plan of the rest of the team, for now. Until he gets his contract, which he's going to get. So why not just go out there and participate, Show that you're a leader. Show that you can lead, And if you can't lead, then you aren't much help in a football locker room, That's the way I see it. I was good. I was a football player. I wasn't bad myself. I played pretty well, but I was too short. I was 5'10", so I shrunk down to 5'9". But still, it was a fun sport. I love playing the game, so played it as long as I could. But anyway, I gotta get off of here. Get off of YouTube here tonight. And come back another day. Hopkins is out for 6 games. Yeah, there you go. See, there's another player. That's going to kill him. They picked up Hollywood from the Ravens. He's just a little guy too. So Mighty Mouse can pass to him. I guess he's supposed to be halfway decent, and then they got A.G. Green. They lost a player. They lost a big player. They lost Chandler Jones. They lost him. He's huge. He was a huge player, but he wanted to get paid. He wanted his money too. Thing is, they couldn't afford him because they got to pay Kyler Murray. That's the freaking problem. So everybody wants their money, right? Not everybody can get. You got a cap space. You can't pay everybody. See, it'd be one thing to pay everybody the same, but you can't, because quarterbacks get paid more than a running back, and a running back gets paid more than let's say, an offensive lineman. Defensive players get paid a lot because they're specialty, So that's just how it works in football. Your rankings comes down to specific positions, Hey, like me, I was a defensive end, so I played defense too myself, so tore up my knees pretty good. Well, my knees have been through hell and back. I'm telling you. But yeah, at least I got to play 1 year of college football. A lot of people can't get that far. At least I made it through high school and 1 year of college, and that was it. Kaputs. I was done. So, but anyway. That's life, Life in the fast lane. Let's see, was it... Yeah, Hopkins is a big loss because, he makes a huge difference. He's at a different level with, being a receiver. But, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't expect them to do much this year. I expect the Cardinals to go, I'm going to say, 8 and 9 they're going to go. I'm saying they're going to win 8 games if they're lucky. I'm going to say if they are lucky because they have a tough schedule. So I'm gonna give them 8. You know, I'm gonna give them, so they're gonna go one game less than 500, just because they just haven't shown to be worthy enough. You know, they're in the NFC West and they can't compete. They won't beat the 49ers. They can't beat the Rams, and they can't beat the 49ers, and they got Seattle. They could probably beat Seattle because Seattle doesn't have a quarterback anymore. See, Seattle had some money problems. Second toughest schedule in the league. Yeah, they got a tough schedule, man. That's what I'm saying. I'd say they'd be lucky to win 8 games. Lucky. Realistically, I'd like to say they're only going to win 5 games this season because of their schedule. I'd say 5 games. I mean, I think they could beat Seattle twice, so there's 2 wins. They might be able to beat the 49ers one time, but they can't beat the Rams any. So they're going to play the Rams twice. They're going to lose twice there. There's 3 losses right off the bat, right in the NFC West. 3. And then they got to play Kansas City starting off the schedule. Just right off the get-go, man, they're playing Kansas City Chiefs. So there's a tough one right there. I give it a loss. I give their first 4 games a loss. They got to play the Rams, I think, right up at the very beginning too. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make it, you know, if you're gonna be a good team, you better be able to be on your get-go, and because if you can't, you're gonna. Like I said, I'd rather see them lose 5 games at the start of the season and win the rest of the games at the end. I'd rather, instead of fading out at the end, I'd rather see them win those games, but lose all those games at the beginning. That's what I'd like to see the Cardinals do, you know. But we'll see. Just to wait and see. But I'm gonna give them 8 games, but realistically I really only want to give them 5 wins for the season, but we'll see how it turns out. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they can win more than what I'm saying, you know. But without, like I said, without Hopkins, I just don't see it. Even with that new guy they signed, I still don't think he can make the bigger difference either. But we'll find out. A.J. Green, I don't think he's that good. But they signed him again because they didn't have anybody else, and they couldn't pick up anybody else, and they could pick up A.J. Green for a cheap price. You know, because he couldn't go anywhere. So I think they offered him $1 million deal. Is all 5 and 12 sounds like a, yeah. I think 5 and 12 is what I'm thinking. 5 and 12. I'd like to see 8, but realistically, I think 5 and 12 sounds like what they can do because of the fact of not having Hopkins those first 6 games. You know, and what was he taking? What drug? What illegal drug did he take? Or did they not say? See, I'm not sure what they found in his system that got him suspended for 6 games. Like I said, they drug test him. So, but even though marijuana is legal in Arizona, it doesn't mean that you can be on that drug. You know, I think it's a substance that's completely bannable in it's a diuretic. Really? Diuretic? He got suspended for a diuretic. I wonder what diuretic it was. Curious. I'd like to know. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to have to do a search on that one. What got him, booted for 6 games. Diuretic, that's not like marijuana or cocaine or something like that, so I don't know. I guess it's one of those things. I guess they think that could be an enhancing drug, but hell, he's not playing right now. So, or did they find it when he was playing back during the season, Let's say he's off season. Is it still, are they able to get a player banded for this substance while they're not actually physically playing? It's another good question, Another good one. Yeah, guess got some all kinds of situations you can look in different avenues and angles with the stuff that they got going on in the NFL. There, see, these guys want every advantage possible. Yeah, he kind of plays like a Superman anyway, He's that type of player. He's a really good receiver. They were lucky to get him. Yeah, remember back they got him for David Johnson. They traded David Johnson to the Texans for Hopkins. I can't believe they pulled that trade off. So they gave up one player for another player and got him. I couldn't believe it. The coach got fired for that. They're at the Texans. So, but let's see. Will Smith should have been. Oh, Berg Schiller, he's talking about Will Smith should have been arrested. He could have been arrested, but anyway, the guy that Will Smith hit, he didn't want to press charges. Epic trade. Johnson he was a bust. I was surprised they could pull. I couldn't believe that they pulled that one off. That was a miracle pickup. Just think if they didn't have him. Just think how mediocre the Cardinals would have been. They still are. I mean, they disintegrated last season. Especially when they just made it. Well, actually, they made it in the playoffs pretty easy. They got 11 wins. They were, 11-6? No, wait, what was it? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 11-6 they went. That's an amazing season. They had a tough schedule last year, too. But the problem is they lost all those games when can't come up with his name. Their star receiver wasn't in. DeAndre, what was his name? DeAndre? I think DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, I think that's his name, DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah. So when Hopkins was hurt, the Cardinals really stunk it up pretty bad. So, it's going to be an interesting season, to say the least. I'm kind of upset with, professional sports in Phoenix has been bad. The Suns, the best record in the NBA, and then they flop in the playoffs. They struggled to beat the first team they played. I mean, struggled. And then they had to come behind in the 7th game to win it. And then they get to Dallas, and that goes 7 games, and they lose on their home court. That's a bust for the Suns. And then now they got to get rid of So I don't think they can do. I don't think they can afford to get rid of Ayton because they can't get nothing for him. So they're stuck with him. They're stuck with Ayton. The Suns are. They cannot get rid of him. Let's see, 2001 Diamondbacks, and its best drive for 20 years. Yeah, 2001. Let's see, Diamond. At least they won. At least they won a World Series with. Especially they beat the Yankees doing it. That was the best. I mean, they put the Diamondbacks bought that championship. They put all those good players in there, and they pulled it off, man. But since, the Diamondbacks are horrible. I mean, the ownership has no inclination to build upon what they've got. They honestly are just, I don't know, they're just existing. That's about it. But they can't do any more, you know. So it's a bad deal, the Cardinals, man. I mean the Diamondbacks. That was so cool. Randy, and I met Randy Johnson. You know how I met him? I was at a rock concert, small venue, you know, and the band was called the Disciples of Ronnie James Dio. The Disciples of Dio, and they were doing a tribute to Dio. So they brought in some different people. They brought in Oni Logan to sing, to do that, and then they had I'm trying to think who they had. They had Goldie. What was his name? Really good guitar player. Anyway, Randy walked in. He was sitting. I was against the back wall, or the side wall, excuse me. And he walked up, and he was sitting right next to me, standing next to me. And I knew who he was. You can't miss, you know. So I said, "Hey, Randy, how's it going, man?" Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, I'm just here to see the show." And I go, "I didn't know that you're a metal fan." He goes, "Yeah, he goes, "Oh yeah, I love metal." So yeah, he loves hard rock, man. So, but anyway, the women were hitting on him. All the women were giving him telephone numbers, and the women wouldn't leave him alone, man. So the manager of the band came over and put Randy up on the backstage, you know, to get him away from all the people, you know, just bugging the crap out of him, you know. RV Rebel girl, food, family, graduation. Evidently, she's going to a graduation. Curt Schilling. Yeah, Curt Schilling and Randy Johnson. Those were two different superstar pitchers. Yeah, and they had Luis Gonzalez on there. They had who else they had? They had such great players. It was just, and they chemistry was perfect. They just got, you know, they threw all those players in there. Sometimes it doesn't work, but this situation worked for 1 year for them, and they win the title. But see how. So and that was their first year. Their first year, I think, wasn't it their first year in the league, joining, you know, coming into the league? I think it was their first year, if I'm not mistaken. And to be in the first year and win a title, that's pretty much unthinkable, you know. They pulled the impossible off, really. I mean, that's. But then again, you had Randy Johnson. God, he was such a great pitcher. Curt Schilling, different style pitcher, but equally as good as Randy. I would give them an equal nod between the two. I'd say they were even Steven. But yeah, I don't know that much about baseball. I don't really follow baseball. Even though the Diamondbacks are here, I don't get into the Diamondbacks. Yeah, beating the Yankees, it don't get any better than that, but I think just that year, I'm like I said, I'm not usually a baseball person, and I played little league baseball, and I got to high school. I could have played baseball, but I just didn't want to. It's just too much. It's like too much YouTube. Same thing. But yeah, when I was in high school, I was super good, and I was a great athlete, but heck, I couldn't. I ran track and I played football. I had to just put a lever up on there and say, okay, I'm just going to do this. And I could pretty much do whatever I wanted in terms of track when I was a runner. The coach just let me do whatever you want, man. If you want to do long jump, I said, oh yeah, I love long jump, so I'll do that. I tried pole vault. I thought I could get into that, but it was kind of scary. I just couldn't do it. I tried it though. I failed at it. But I was better at long distance running. So I ran the 1.5 mile run. So in a 1/2 mile run, I qualified for state on the time that I got. So I went to the state track meet, and I placed sixth in the state. Now I thought, well, I couldn't believe what I did. My friends were there watching me run, and they're like, wow. They said, you were in the lead for a while. I said, well, I said I couldn't hold it. He goes, man, you should have. I said, I couldn't do it. But I still held for sixth place. 6 out of 12 people running. That wasn't so bad. There were 12 total people running in the state track meet. So, but yeah, I tried high hurdles too. I couldn't do that either. But I could, like I said, that the coach said, do what you want.